My nose stuffy. That's weird.
Hello, all. Welcome to episode 13 of Still Untitled Game Show with Paul and
Hey
Ben.
guys, Ted Cruz for president. Ted Cruz. Ted
Still,
Cruz.
still got a shot, gaining in the polls. Ted Cruz. 100% accurate political reporting here on
Right here. This is
this
where you get
thing.
your news.
Okay, what were you asking me right before we went live?
Okay, so yesterday we were chatting a little bit about the whole, PS4 stuff, and I kind of raved about it for a minute, but then I didn't actually get your side of the things. Of all the things,
Okay.
Paul, Mister
Well,
Mister PlayStation himself,
let's review the facts.
please do.
Yesterday, September 7th, 2016, PlayStation had a PlayStation meeting, they called it. Very creative name. In the
Yep.
PlayStation Theater, also creative. They announced two things, mainly the PS4 Slim that was so long rumored is actually just the new baseline PS4, base price of $299, which was a drop. It's also smaller, supposed to run quieter and cooler. It's a PS4. The other thing that they spent most of the time talking about was the PS4 Pro, which will support 4K resolution, high dynamic range, color and lighting, and all that. And
Yep.
I
Yep.
swear they did mention better frame rates, but the internet claims they did not.
Oh,
Um,
did you actually watch the event?
I did. I watched it live.
Nice.
Yeah. And they said something about higher clock rate, which would improve frame rate, but everyone's like, if it doesn't improve frame rate, I don't care. Anyway, but the perhaps even better than that was they showed a few seconds of Spider-Man PS4, a few seconds of Days Gone, Deus Ex, no one cares. For Honor, maybe you care. Watch Dogs 2, maybe you care. Killing Floor 2, never even heard of before that. Horizon Zero Dawn,
I
that made
did
the whole
watch
thing
that.
worth it to
I went
me.
back and watched that. It was okay.
Yeah, they showed Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Mass Effect Andromeda, big surprise.
Yeah, but they showed that, but then showed nothing at the same time.
Yes, but just the fact that it was there was a surprise to
True.
me.
Accurate.
Uh, and then they said via firmware update, all PS4s will suddenly become magically HDR compatible or HDR
Yeah, what
capable.
is that? How does that work?
It probably just means they had the hardware for it and have been waiting. I have no idea. And then they made up the stupid term forward compatible, meaning existing games can upscale for the PS4K, um, which like isn't that the same thing as backward compatible? That the new hardware can run the old stuff. I don't see how that's different.
Yeah, but the witness will be forward. Oh, what was the term again?
Forward compatible.
Yeah, well, I thought it was something different, but you're probably right. It was weird.
Um, yeah, so the witness has come out and said they're gonna do stuff. Um, Smite actually is a big one because they said they are running true native 4K, not just upscaled. Um, but yes, okay, so those are the facts that all of that occurred.
So hit me with your feels, Paul. Where do your feels lie?
I see no reason for me to buy a PS4 Pro.
Like now or ever?
Now, especially, maybe ever. Here's the deal: every video they showed, every single one that was like images running on PS4 Pro system, across the bottom, the small print, it's like image
Right?
running on PS4 Pro system. PS4 Pro features are dependent upon the display connected to the device or whatever. So here's the deal: if you want PS4 Pro to do anything, you have to spend probably over $1,000 to get a TV that's 4K and full HDR and
Yes.
all of these things, and you need to have like the gold tipped HDMI cables that won't, that can uh, put out that image without slowing it down or downgrading it. Um, and they have also said that multiplayer will always run at the same frame rate across PS4 Pro and PS4 because they don't want to split the community, give PS4 Pro an advantage. And most of the conference was either vague tech buzzwords or way too specific actual technical talk that I couldn't follow.
Huh.
And like Mark Cerny came out and he was like, blah, the architecture, and we did this, and HDR means this. And I was like, you're really smart, Mark Cerny. But I don't really care about anything you're saying. That's the thing. All I cared about were the games they showed, and they all run on the thing I have now. And even if I wanted the better thing, I don't have a TV, and I will not have a TV for a long time that gives a crap. So if my TV can't give a crap,
What is your TV right now, Paul?
my TV is a Dynex 32-inch 720p, not even 1080, that we
Crushing
got
it.
on clearance at Best Buy because we walked in and it was by the front door, and it was like $150.
Nice.
We've had it for 3 years.
Okay. I bought my TV 2 years ago when I moved into this apartment, I think. Yep.
Uh-huh.
When I started the program, and it's a Sony, and it was like best for gaming because it has really low lag between TV and console, blah 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 blah. I think it's a 1080. I think. I don't know. I assume. But that being said, I'm not going to get a 4K TV anytime soon either. I would love to
Yeah.
see the HDR stuff in action, and if it was like truly amazing, then I would definitely consider that as my next TV. But
Yeah.
I haven't looked at my
I've
PlayStation or my Xbox and been like, oh man, it needs to look better.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen 4K, like Ultra HD, full HDR, and it 100% makes a difference. It's beautiful. It's amazing. That doesn't mean I
But
care. Like,
sick burn, Paul.
you know what I mean? Like, I just want to play games. I don't,
Yeah, no,
I
you're
don't,
right. You're right. Plus,
I do
as
care.
Colin Moriarty, he mentioned someone had someone had tweeted, if you cared that much about how things look, you'd already be playing PC games.
Yeah, that's the thing. They really didn't answer the question, who is this for? I think the real answer to that question is it's for like people with expendable income who care but don't care enough to really know what's going on. Like, most of the internet is too smart for the PS4 Pro for that very reason. If you really care about all the actual like nitty-gritty tech specs, you're playing on PC and you already have 4K.
Yeah,
But
yeah. See, like yeah.
if you want to sound like you have the best thing around and you have some expendable income and you like playing in your living room, then you go to Walmart and you see regular PS4 and PS4 Pro, $100 difference. You're like, well, obviously I want Pro because I'm Pro.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
I also I think it looks kind of stupid.
The
Just
3-tier thing.
yeah, they have the PS4 Slim, which is the 2, and then you got like the sandwich cookie, which I guess it's kind of like Sony saying read between the lines. See what I did there, Paul?
Mm, yeah. That was very clever, and also made me think that they should have called it PS4 double stuff.
You're right. Uh,
Let's start that hashtag.
PS4 double stuff. All right, I'll start it.
You heard it here, zero viewers. Go spread it. Uh, yeah, it was a very meh. I don't know. I mean, I think the Slim is cool. I think the price drop is awesome. I think the PS4 Pro will
I already have
sell.
one though, so
I mean, they're releasing it right before the holiday season. And so this is their way to price drop without price dropping. Because parents will go to Walmart and they'll be like, oh, he said he wanted a PS4. We should get him the best one there is. Let's get that Pro one.
because I'm so like wrapped up in this environment and this culture and everything, like I forget that there's actually people who exist that actually do that. They go into the store completely ignorant, like, what did little Bobby want? A PS4? Is that what it's called? I would be like, what? Are you stupid? Do you not know anything? I'm so removed from that
Yeah.
audience that like I don't foresee this as a problem, but it has to be, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's extend the revenue from the holiday season by people who aren't on the internet talking about this right now. That must be who it's for because the internet is not impressed and the internet is not going to buy it.
Yeah, yeah. Like you say, the
And
internet's too smart for PS4 Pro.
yeah, yeah, which is, I mean, that might be why they didn't announce it at E3. They did this whole separate event. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it will make them money. I don't think it's
You
gaming
do?
truck. I do. Yeah, I think the Slim will definitely make them money. There's a lot of people who were on the edge who are now saying, "Oh, now's the time." They just released a new one, and it's cheaper.
I wonder.
And there's that Uncharted 4 bundle. I heard Uncharted 4 is real good. I can pick that up.
I wonder if the Xbox One S like also made them money or whatever for the same reasons.
Yeah, I do. I do think the Xbox One S is selling well, although it made a big
Like my
splash.
coworker, he came to me and he's like, "Hey, I just bought the new Xbox One S." I'm like, I want that so bad." But he now has Halo 5, so
There you go. You have friends.
oh crap, it's Overwatch this weekend?
It is. It's Overwatch weekend starting tomorrow.
I should probably download that.
Um, so yeah, Overwatch is free to play on consoles 9th through the 12th. There you go. Other news. Um,
Okay.
yeah, PS4 Pro. I mean, they're going to keep selling PS4s, but software is going to sell PS4s, not HDR.
Which the Horizon Zero Dawn, like she by stabbing that giant tall UHF or whatever dinosaur, is that
UFO.
this is no, it's an unmanned UAV or whatever it is, like the surveillance.
Sure. Anyway, keep
I
going.
thought it was an Assassin's Creed attempt to like when you perch on your nest and
Yeah,
caw, and you see the whole map.
yeah. I think that's what it is. But that's never bugged me as much as it bugs everyone else on the planet, so I don't care. I think that
Okay.
game continues to look really good, and I really love just the fantasy of it. This whole like very different setting than other games. Although the more you look at it, the more you see that there are other games like it. I mean, it's kind of it's a new aesthetic coming around. Robot dinosaurs. Ark kind of has a similar aesthetic. Um,
Okay.
anyway,
I haven't
the
played Ark.
well, Ark is like dinosaurs, but you're actually in like this high tech dome thing, and you have like technology in your wrist and all this stuff. So it's kind of similar where it's like old but new. Anyway, I'm excited for Horizon. Um, because here's the deal, Horizon is either great, it's like game of the year, or it's like Assassin's Creed, and
Yearly.
it's like the video game equivalent of Ameritrash, to use a board game term, where it's just like go play, ye
It's fun.
peasants.
It's like
Yeah,
by definition fun, but nothing amazing.
yeah. And in either case, I'm happy. So
And those are the only two cases that it will be.
yeah, well, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, that's
It could be
fair.
somewhere in between. It could be like a really good Assassin's Creed. Um, I think the lowest it goes is like it's Assassin's Creed with robot dinosaurs. That's like, I don't think it comes out and it's just awful. I don't think that's possible at this point.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty tough to. If they screw it up, I'll be impressed. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, so Game Informer, the whole month of September is covering Horizon with new content. And their first interview was like a lot of different devs from Guerrilla Games being like, this is like different than everything we've ever done. And it's really big. And we just keep saying, screw it, we'll do it. Which actually made me pretty nervous.
As it should.
Yeah. Um, and it did get delayed. So hopefully that delay gives them the time they need to, you know, get through their saying screw it, we'll do it, to the point of like really solving problems and making it happen. um, yeah, I guess its downfall could be it's a buggy mess. But I think design wise, aesthetic wise, story wise, it'll be on point. But it could be a technical mess and that could really hurt it. But Guerrilla Games is very experienced. This isn't No Man's Sky, where they're taking this huge leap with 11 people from doing Joe Danger to No Man's Sky. This is an experienced AAA studio.
There's a sideways bitter there, Paul.
No, I'm just saying that's why No Man's Sky is what it is, because it's the work of 11 people.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No Man's Sky is legitimately amazing
For
for
11 people.
for the experience and yeah, and number of people working on it. Like the experience level and count of people
Yeah,
working on it.
yeah,
No
that's
Man's
true.
Sky is insanely impressive.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I personally do believe that this will start fracturing the user base. They may claim that
Mm.
all the PS4 games, blah blah blah. Eventually, it will come down the pipes where, oh, this game is only for PS4 Pro and Xbox Monster. So,
Uh,
did they? I don't actually know. What did they say about
so
VR? Is this VR ready to go? Like, it doesn't need that little PS4 Mini.
they didn't say it doesn't need that, but they did say it like increases pixel depth on the PSVR headset or whatever.
Okay.
Um, but I had a thought as you were just talking about Xbox Monster, which I hope that's the true title,
Me too.
at Phil Spencer. Um,
The Xbox Monster and the PS4 double stuff.
man, we are so smart.
Internet, go.
Um, will PS4 Neo hold back developers from truly going all out on Xbox Monster? Like, if you want it to be multi-platform across PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio Monster, whatever it is, do you like underperform on Xbox Monster because PS4 Pro has a way bigger install base?
See, I think Sony did a terrible job of like revealing this and everything that it won't necessarily be a bigger install base because like the PS4 Pro double stuff isn't gonna like I don't know how well it's gonna sell. I don't think it's gonna sell amazing, but
Oh,
you're
well,
right. Developers have to play to the lowest common denominator. So if they want to
yeah,
develop for both the Pro and the Monster, then they're gonna go with Pro because then
yeah.
they can release on both.
Well, I guess
So
ten. Yeah, I don't know.
I think maybe inadvertently Sony like positioned themselves well at the
But,
at the the fault, not the fault, but at the chagrin of the users.
yeah, but it leaves the door wide open for Xbox exclusives to just blow people away.
Accurate.
And
That's very
I
true.
don't think Sony comes out next year and says PS4 Pro or like PS5 or whatever it is, PS4 Mega stuff. I don't think they can do that next year. They did Pro this year. I think we're at least 2 years away now from any significant, like a Scorpio competitor.
Yeah. So, like though they're saying I think it was Microsoft. I don't remember who at Microsoft, but um, like they're gonna get away from they are going to try to get away from generational like
Mm-hmm.
it's just gonna be iterative after
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So
Microsoft
this
said
might be
that
that
a
first
world
awkward step
beyond
into that.
generations. Yeah, that's true.
Which
Yeah,
so I don't foresee myself getting a PS4 Pro, but if the Xbox Monster is like a truly impressive piece of hardware and they're going to be going with that iterative step and like by the time that releases they're not really planning on Xbox 2 or PS5, like I might
mm-hmm.
buy an Xbox Monster. I don't know. And wait for whatever Sony
Yeah.
comes out with. Like I don't know. Then again, so the PS4 Pro is only $400, and they're saying the Scorpio is going to be
Mm-hmm.
at least like 600 or more probably. So that I don't know if I'd want to
Yeah.
buy that either though.
Yeah. Historically, the cheaper console wins.
Historically, you're correct. So
I don't know.
anyway,
It's going to be a fun dance the next couple years to see how they try to outplay each other.
I'm excited what's going to happen this fall, only because there aren't very many games that I'm looking forward to, and which will give me plenty of time to play other games like Resident Evil 4 again.
And
You never played that game, have you?
no, but I'm sure it's great.
It's amazing. Uh,
And this fall slash winter, you could be playing Super Mario Run
oh yeah, you're totally right. On this bad boy, this one right
on the
here,
iPhone in really quite a historic moment in gaming history.
which I
Shigeru
should go back and
Miyamoto.
actually watch it because I didn't actually see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Shigeru Miyamoto steps out on stage at the iPhone 7 event and announces Super Mario Run, a Mario game you can play with one hand on your iPhone,
Not free to play,
not free to play.
so
And
I'll be buying this game on principle. In fact, I wish I
it
could
has
pre-order it.
it has like multiplayer ghost system, so you can like race against the ghosts of your friends running through the same level.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
it being Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto, the trailer shows some interesting design ideas. It's Mario where you're constantly running forward and your only control is jump. It's
Yep.
a lot. It's a lot like the Rayman mobile games, like a lot like the Rayman mobile games.
Which the
Um,
Rayman, I played Rayman Origins, I think it was, or I can't remember, on the Xbox
uh,
360 back in the day. Uh, so Rayman, and they did have a couple levels like this, where it was
right,
the auto run,
auto run.
and
Yeah,
so I liked it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, Mario historically has had auto scroll,
Yeah. Hey,
which
Maddie.
is essentially Ben said hi to you. Auto scroll is basically like forcing you to run at a certain pace. Um, yeah, but the trailer showed some cool design ideas like reverse treadmills to switch the way Mario's running, um, and then like purple coins that if you collect all of those, you like get a bonus clear through the level. Um,
It's gonna be out
there was
December, right?
yeah, and you still like have to beat Bowser at the end just by like jumping over him and hitting the axe to make him drop into the lava. Um, I think it'll do well. I think it'll do very well, and I think it'll be a legitimately good game.
I do too. I don't know how long it will
Um,
be, but I'm gonna buy it, and it's well,
yeah,
okay. How much do you think they'll charge for it? I'm thinking $5.
yeah, I think maybe less, maybe $3.99.
$3.99.
They might be crazy and go like $6.99. If they go like $10, they're idiots.
Yeah, even I might have a hard time paying that for a mobile game,
Yeah,
especially just an auto scroller.
but my official prediction guess is $3.99.
I'll go with $4.99
Okay, we'll see
because I
who's
don't
right.
think Nintendo wants to race to the bottom. I think of all
That's a good
companies
point.
that could do it, Nintendo would be the one to be like, no, we're gonna have quality content on our on these phones. Darn it!
Hmm.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, and just to clarify, they updated later and said it is not iOS exclusive,
No,
but it will come to Android later than it does to iOS.
correct. Um,
So
yeah,
there's that.
yeah, and I need to
Super
go
Mario.
soon, but I do want to talk about one thing that's on a tangent to video games.
Sure.
Have a coworker of mine who's an old man, and he's like, "Oh, I was listening to this book, Ben. You need to listen to it or read it." Paul, have you heard of Ready Player One?
Yeah, Ready Player One is one of my top 5 books of all time.
Like, so I'm listening to it, right? It's not bad by any means, but it is so obnoxiously like 80s reference, 80s reference, 80s
Oh
reference.
yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah,
cram it every like it's one page of story development, 8 pages of 80s references, and I'm like, okay, brah, you need to calm it down because it's getting super annoying. Also, the voice actor who's reading it is like it's like this weird dude bro kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm
Isn't it
so
Will
turned off
Wheaton?
by this book.
Isn't it
Anyway,
Will Wheaton? I'm
huh?
pretty sure it's Will Wheaton. I'm pretty
It's
sure it's
quite
Will Wheaton.
possible. I'll tell you. I'll tell you because I have it right here. I'm gonna finish this book more out of spite than anything. I don't hate the story. In fact, like when he's actually doing stuff in the Oasis, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. But then when he just like waxes poetic about his like idol hero from the 80s, 80s, 80s. Yes, by Ernest
Yeah.
Cline, read by Will Wheaton.
Yep. Will Wheaton is pretty dude, bro. he's as dude bro as you can get while still being a super nerd.
Really? Because like I can like, I mean, it comes through because I'm like so just stop it. There's this part where this Chica avatar like walks in right after he gets the first key, and he's like, in other words, she was really doing it for me. I mean, hot. And I'm like, oh! I just,
Sure.
so I don't know where this story is going, Paul. I don't. But if it's one of your top 5 books,
It's
that's saying a
yeah,
lot.
I think it starts becoming story and less exposition and waxing poetic on 80s. Don't worry.
Okay,
You're at a tipping point. Well, did
good.
you like just barely get to the first key?
He legitimately just beat the Lich King at a joust match, and he turned to
Okay,
go
yeah.
out, and what's her butt Raven walks in the door.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're at a big tipping point. The action gets much quicker after that.
Okay, because he is like super turned on by this girl, this electronic
Yeah.
diva,
Artemis.
Artemis. Yes, Artemis. That's her name. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna call her Ravenclaw.
That's a good idea. Okay,
Anyway, that was
well,
my
you have to
tangent.
go soon, but
Yes.
quick hit on other news. No Man's Sky developers Hello Games have hired a community management team that would have been good 3 years ago. That's all I have to say about that.
That's a good.
Um,
Good note.
super weird, intriguing game, The Tomorrow Children, is now out, sort of, on PS4. It's basically Papers, Please meets Minecraft. It's very interesting. And it's
Haven't heard of
supposedly
it.
free to play, but the free version isn't out yet. But when it
Okay.
is free to play, I'm definitely going to try it and let you know what I think. The Pokemon Go Plus, the wearable, will finally be out next week.
I saw that.
Um, we'll see if anyone still cares. And finally, Rocket League Rumble, the Rocket League mode that adds power ups, is out today. And I have already played 2 matches, and my team yelled at me in both of them, and I was very disappointed, and I stopped playing.
Wait, they yelled at you because you sucked, Paul, or what?
Yeah, so the first one that was like, this team blows. And I was like, we lost by 1 point. Like, okay. And it's the first day of Rumble with like game changing power ups. You can't expect us to be pros with them yet. And then the second one, I missed a couple saves because power ups. And this dude seriously typed "fu Polywog" into the chat, and that's when I quit. I was like, seriously, guys, it's a non-ranked mode with freaking power ups. It's meant to just be silly and dumb, and you guys are like way competitive and yelling at me. Very disappointed in the Rocket League community right now.
I could see that. I could see that. I haven't
Also,
played Rocket League once.
they added a chest system where sometimes you'll randomly get a chest, but you can't open it unless you have keys. And of course, you have to buy keys. And overall, I only played for like half an hour, but I was like, Rocket League, you've become worse, and I don't like you as
Oh,
much.
it breaks my heart, Paul.
So like Rocket League, Witcher 3 right now, it might
I'm surprised. I didn't know Rocket League was above. I didn't realize.
yeah.
I thought they were like on
Oh,
completely
you got
separate planes. Like here's Witcher, here's Rocket League, like at a weird plane, like
well,
different.
they are like objectively they are, but like in terms of my all-time favorite games,
That's
they're
true.
both on the list. And
Rocket League will forever
Rocket League
have a
is
soft
fine.
spot in my heart because of EAE.
Yeah, but now it's just like people are so competitive and they like to blame you for everything. And like seriously, it's a freaking power up mode. Non-ranked casual play. Calm down.
I'll be playing that this weekend.
Anyway,
I'll be doing that for sure at some point. I have a busy weekend, but at some point will happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully your experience is better than my half hour. Maybe it's just a bad half hour.
Possible, but then
Uh,
again, it is the internet, Paul.
the internet. And final, most important news. I go to work today, and everyone in my office has pooled money together and bought me a Pokemon Generations Elite Trainer box.
What is that? That's so amazing. I don't even know what that is, but like, what? Where do you work, Paul? That's amazing. What kind of universe is this?
But yeah, it's awesome. I work with awesome people. An Elite Trainer box comes with 10 booster packs,
Okay.
65 card sleeves, um, a player guidebook, acrylic markers, like for poisoned and burned, uh, damage counter dice, and extra energy cards, all in a fancy box to store everything in.
Did you get some sweet polls?
Yeah. So the generation set is like chock full of EX cards. So I got Leafeon EX, Gardevoir EX, Meowstic EX, Venusaur EX, Shaman EX, but not that Shaman EX, the promo Shaman EX. Um, Trying to think if I got anything else.
I'm so happy for you. This is so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
You didn't see this coming? It was for your birthday.
it was for my birthday, yeah. But they gave it to me today because the guy who organized it all won't be there tomorrow. So he wanted to give it to me and see me open the packs and be all excited. It
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was awesome.
That's amazing. Kudos, Paul. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Yeah. Hear that? 0 viewers. It's my birthday tomorrow. So
Send him
reach out.
everything. Just send it to the city of Provo and they'll find him.
Or they'll find me. Yeah. I'm pretty big around here.
That's so cool. All right, Paul. Well, I'm
There you
just more
go.
jealous. It's fine. It's fine.
That's the news today on Untitled Game Show.
All right. Well, in that case, let's wait for another week of news and chat again.
Okay. Ciao ciao.